Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Quadropolis. If you've watched the first video, you should have some understanding or vague idea of the rules. I've set this up as a two-player game. You'll notice some of the tiles are upside down. That's all the tiles with the 3, 4 and the 4 on the back. If you're playing a 3-player game, these ones are turned over, but the 4 tiles stay face down, and they're basically empty squares and they don't need to be put out. You just leave spaces for those. These are all laid out at random. The yellow player is start player. He has the mayor token. Now the first thing he wants to try and do, so it's really about forward planning and thinking on this game. As soon as you've put stuff on your board, it needs to stay there. What he's going to try to do is put some of these buildings, the public service buildings, into each quadrant. There's only 2 of them available at the moment. The other thing that's pretty hard to do is to get a line of these guys. Actually, what he might do, he's going to start with those guys. So he's going to go with that one. So he'll pull that, he'll get 2 people for that. It goes into a row or column number 1. So he's going to put that there. That goes there, he gets 2 people, and you don't have to put them on straight away, but I find it's easier to keep track of what you have and what you need by putting that on. Red really wants this guy, number 2, so he'll take that and he has to put that into row or column number 2. You can go anywhere in that column or row, so he might put it towards the edge in the hopes of getting a garden just there. And by placing this, you get 3 meeples off to the side. So he'll be looking for a garden just there, and then a planter goes up to there. It is now yellow's turn. Yellow, in an effort to continue getting his harbours, he'll go for the second harbour, which will get him 2 power as well, so he'll take his 2 power. Okay, and the guy comes down here. Okay, red's turn. Red really needs a garden, so he might grab that one and place that just there. So I've just realized that can't actually go there because he played it with a number 1, so he needs to place it here. That's only going to enable him to get 1 extra point, but because of the placements that we've already got, I could push across, but this one's going to get no points added on to that. So I can go here and hope to get another one of these buildings above it. I think that's going to be the safest way to go. This little marker here, I didn't go into it in the first video, but that absorbs 1 power of pollution. So when you get to the end of the game, any of the energy tokens, which is these ones, that are not used to activate a building, count as pollution, so that will eat 1 of those up if there's leftovers, but doesn't need anything to be activated. Okay, yellow. There's no more harbours on the table for yellow to pick up. So he can use the number 3 and come in from above to grab that factory token. That needs to go onto the number 3, and he might put that factory needs there. So by placing that there, he'll hope to get some other ones around it, and he's at least got the point from above. He will gain 1 more energy token. This guy can be activated with that one. Okay, and that guy goes up to there. It's now red's turn. He's got a 3 and a 4 left. Okay, his best bet is probably going to be to go up there for number 3 to grab this one. The factory wants to be next to the harbour and the, shops. Blue and purple. He's got to go on number 3, so he might put himself there so he's got the best chance of catching the most of those items. And he'll also gain 2 power, and you might as well just throw that over so he sees that they're activated. Okay, back to the yellow turn. Yellow only has a number 4 left, which means he's limited to this one from going this way. If he goes from the bottom of this aisle, he can get the green. So you can get 1 of those 2. If he goes from there, that's going to end up on nothing from this side. If he comes from this side, however, that will get him to that one, possibly that one or that one. He really needs the shop, so he's going to come in from this side, take the number 4, and that will get placed on line 4 or column 4, which once again is no help because it doesn't actually place near the factory. So he's actually messed himself up a little bit here, so he might throw that down here just out of the way for the moment. Doesn't get any extra things, but it activates with 1 power. And that's him done for the turn, and red is left with just a number 4 as well. So he might come in from up the top and grab this one, which is worth 2 points to him straight away. Once it's activated, it's going to go on row or column 4. So he'll throw that up there out of the way, and he can throw a dude on to activate that as well. Okay, that's the end of the turn, or end of the round. The token with that marker wasn't selected, so the yellow player remains as the first player. To reset the board, all of these tiles are taken off. We grab the pile of number 2 tiles, throw them into the black bag, and pull them out randomly and place them on the board to restart the next round as normal. If we were to score the current state, very much a point salad game, you can tell by all of the different icons down the side. But if we were to score, this player would be looking at having 2 of these, which is worth 3 points, having 1 of these next to 1 of them, which is worth another 3 points. So all that stuff up there is worth 6 points. And this shop doesn't have any meeples in it at all, so it would actually score no points. This one here would actually score no points because it's not activated, and we've got 2 power left over, which is going to be some negative points. So it's negative 2 points again. So it's only worth, at the moment, we're only worth 3 minus 2. So it's only worth 1 point at the current state. And if we look at red's current state, we've got these 2 guys are left over. However, that piece is gobbled up by that one. So it's minus 1 point for that leftover meeple who can't go somewhere. And we've got 1 point for only being on 1 level for this building. We've got 1 residential building next to the park, so that's only worth another 2 points, so I'm up to 3 points there. And we've got 1 of these in a corner, so it's worth another 2, so it's worth 5 points we're on, and this one isn't surrounded by anything. So we're on 5 points at the current state. That's a real quick rundown of Quadropolis, at least the first round. I hope this helps you get Quadropolis to the table. I hope it gives you a better idea of how the game plays. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining, and until next time, enjoy gaming.